Let's go over some of the requirements for your audit this year. So these are the curricular requirements for your course. There's kind of a lot of reading for these slides, so I'll go through it. The first bullet point basically says that you need a college-level textbook published within the last 10 years, either print or electronic format, and other reference materials at the college level. So in my Google Drives, I gave you other reference material, so you don't need to worry about that. The college-level textbook on the AP Environmental Science site on the College Board, and I'll show you that in a minute, they have a list of about 10 sample books that are approved for the audit. And the course is structured to incorporate the big ideas in the course and exam description. And the big ideas I went over briefly, but you're going to hit them all if you go through all of the unit guides. And then also that you provide a lot of opportunities for students to practice with skills via the science practices. If you have a robust course with a lot of labs, and a lot of the labs that I shared with you have a lot of the science practices built into them, including things like text analysis. I have readings in a lot of my labs. The other thing that you need is that you need to make sure that you include the laws that are found in the course and exam description as well. Let me get the page number of the laws for you. The laws are found on page 26 of the CED, and that you spend a minimum of 25% of time doing a wide range of labs and field work. And a lot of things can be lab simulations too, which can be like activities like Tragedy of the Commons. Activity is not technically real data, but it is a simulation, and that's okay. And then evidence or opportunities for students to record their evidence via lab reports or a lab notebook. It's up to you. My students do lab reports just on paper copies, and they put them in their binders to keep them. So some sort of a way for students to keep their lab or field work. Now, field work is not required because in some places, like if you're in an urban environment, field work is not possible. I do have a couple of labs where I take kids out to the schoolyard to measure trees or to take temperatures for cities and climate change lab. So we do go outside, but I cannot do the traditional field work of going to a stream and doing stream sampling or anything like that because that's just not feasible in my location. And so there is not a requirement for field work. It's just the combined labs and field work is a quarter of your course. Okay, so let's go on and talk now about where we can find the resources you need for your audit. So I'm going to our Google Drive. Sorry, I wasn't there already. Let's go to the participants file, and we're going to go to the audit and syllabus. So you all have kind of a nice choice. The syllabus development guide here tells you how to create your syllabus that is submitted as part of your audit through your AP coordinator. And in the syllabus development guide document, it goes through the requirements for the course, curricular requirements, and samples of evidence. And it also has a sample syllabus that I wrote based on the Withgott book. So you can take a look at that. This one I wrote as a sample for the College Board, and they paid me for my sample. And then this is a sample syllabus from the College Board as well, based on following the CED in order. So you have two sample syllabus here, and you have a syllabus development guide. Let's take a look at some more information about the audit from the College Board site. So I just Googled AP Course Audit and I got to the main page for Course Audit on AP Central on the College Board's website. So let's go ahead and click About the Course Audit. And it's going to give an overview of what you need. You do not need to sign in for this. So read about what an audit is. It basically allows your school to put AP on the transcripts because AP is a copyrighted trademark. It's a trademark or copyright, I don't know, by the College Board. The audit does not mandate a specific curriculum, but just that you provide opportunities to cover the items in the course and exam, which is our CED. You have 4 options, so this is actually a lot easier than it used to be for the course audit. You can do one of 4 things. You can adopt a sample syllabus. So I have 2 here. This is for Withgot Book. This is the sample syllabus from the College Board itself that they published. Both are approved by the College Board. They're in your audit folder. You can just say that you're going to adopt the unit guides. That's super easy. They've never allowed that before. What does it mean to adopt the unit guides or pre-approved syllabus? This simply means the teacher has reviewed the material and is aware of the content and skills college is expected to see in any course labeled AP. And we'll use this document, so you're going to use the CED unit guides as a starting point to prepare your own course. Adapt it over time and modify it and determine what's best for your students. This is one of the reasons why so in an APSI, it'd be nicer if I just gave you the whole plan for the full year and all your lessons, but that's not actually the best thing for teaching. I give you a lot of tools, but you have to determine what you pick that's best for your students, your community, and your style of teaching and the resources that you have. So there's a lot of options for you, and I give samples of pacing and planning and lessons. So the College Board encourages this. They do not want a set curriculum. They want teachers in good teaching to plan your own course and adapt and modify it over time based on your students. So if you are an experienced teacher, your previously authorized course can just be simply renewed. Even if you never went through an audit process, if you were a new teacher last year, you actually did this part right here. You adopted the AP unit guides, and they are allowing that to just be your audit. So new teachers, you are also allowed to just adopt the unit guides in the AP course and exam description. And then, or you can claim an identical to a colleague's approved syllabus. You can claim that if you have the Withgot book, you can claim that you're going to do mine. Now, over time, that doesn't mean you are set in stone to do exactly what I do, because you can modify and change it over time, or you can write your own. So now, writing your own syllabus is a good exercise, because once your syllabus is written and done, you have your plan for the full year. And so this is, even though it's the harder route to go, in some ways you're going to be better prepared by doing it, but that doesn't mean you have to do that. So this is the quickest, easiest thing to do. It does not say on here, and I will have to clarify, even if you go out of order, it doesn't say that you need to go in the order of the unit guides. It just means that you're going to use them to develop your course. So you don't have to go in the order of them, but you will use them. And so that is it really for this course. in terms of the audit. It's really a lot simpler than it used to be. In old APSIs, it took several hours for new teachers to write their audit and their sample syllabus as part of their audit. So this is a much easier process. Oh, and one other thing, you submit it with your AP coordinator. So your AP coordinator at your school will create that they will enter that yes, you're a new AP teacher, and then you'll get an email to submit your audit, and you can adopt these as part of your audit, or you can do any of these choices as part of your audit. So that's the process. And if you want any of this information again, just Google AP Course Audit, and you have all the information you need on the College Board website.